I've been trying to record this video since Sunday, but each time it comes up badly and then I discard it. What is disturbing me is that the comments that necessitated this video are still flooding in, so I think I must address this. Thinking about it today reminded me of a very bad joke that was told by my Afrikaans teacher in my matric class. Meneer Khole was very jovial and it came with very intelligent jokes every day. But on this particular day, he was telling us about somebody at the flea market who was selling brains. He had 4 brains, and these brains were put on a scale. The scales were exactly the same. The brains weighed exactly the same. The color was the same. I told you a brain is a gray matter. It's very big. If you break this bone, the brain is very big. It fills the entire part. And it's very oily and mushy. So all these brains were exactly the same color, the same size, the same weight, the same structure, everything was the same. But the one brain was 1 rand, the next brain was 1,000 rands, the next brain was 1,000,000 rand, and the next brain was 1,000,000,000 rand. So the buyer said, wait, these things are exactly the same. Why are the prices so different? And the seller said, oh, the 1 rand one is a white person's brain. You know, they've got better education and they use their brain day and night. So it's overused, it's useless now, it's empty. So I just sell it for 1 rand. You can even throw it away. It's overused. And the next one, he says the white people have rated the Indian community as more human than the other communities, so the other races. So they give all the work to Indian people, they give them better education, and they train them better. Even for their work, they use the Indian communities. So their brains are sort of used. The next one, oh, this is a colored brain. Because they are lighter in skin color, the white people prefer them to blacks. And they use them quite a little bit for secretarial work and things like that. And the other added benefit for the colored people is that they speak fluent Afrikaans. So they're very helpful to the Broederbond. Okay. So their brain is 1,000,000 rand, yeah. But this other brain is 1,000,000,000 rand. That's a huge jump. What about this brain? He says, oh, this one is for a black person. But why is it 1,000,000,000 rand? The seller says it is brand new. It's actually still in its original packaging. It's never been used. So we charge full price for it. The entire class burst into a roaring laughter, and I was in tears. I had never had something so painful. At the end of the class, Meneer Khole went past my desk and said, Ngati, follow me. So I went out with him, and he said, you know, you always laugh at my jokes. Today I saw you crying in class. What was wrong? And I said, sir, that was not a joke. That was a very painful truth that was delivered in the most insensitive manner. And the roaring laughter in class tells you that the entire class missed the message in what you call a joke. This is a very painful reality for a black person. So I don't think it was delivered properly, and I think you should correct it. Long and short, Teacher Khole came and addressed this matter in class. This painful truth, I see it in the comments that I read every day. The insults and the things you say are out of this world. even when I ask you simply, please do not do this. Please do not send this to the law firm. Please do this. You do exactly the opposite. So I have to constantly waste time and be correcting things I have said before. Can you believe today, 6 weeks later, we still have people who say, where are the bank details? Where are the emails? When things are glaringly on my page. So I can't work at this level. I really cannot work at this level. But my next video is going to tell you exactly what is not sitting well with me.